Mort's Garage says, great choices. Kabuki Quantum Fighter would be good to highlight for your next video. Well, Mort, let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? I'm Screech. This is Retro Car Collector, and in today's episode, we're going to look at 5 games that you can pick up on the cheap for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Every one of these games was suggested by you, the viewer, in the comment section of my last video. I picked through them, drew some names out of a hat, and these are the ones I picked for the 5. So let's say you just dug your old NES up out of the attic, pulled it out of a box, and decided, you know what? I would like to pick up some more games for the Nintendo that maybe you aren't going to break the bank. Now, in my last video, I looked at 5 NES games that were hidden gems for under $20 and had a bunch suggested in the comments. I took all those suggestions, threw them in a hat, and these are the 5 that I pulled out. Now, NES Master 3338 has suggested Robo Warrior. Now, Robo Warrior you can pick up for between $7 and $9. Now, Robo Warrior is a really interesting one. This one actually has some loose connections to Bomberman and to Blaster Master. The second one to this was actually released on the Game Boy, and it's called like Blaster Master Boy, and they just threw Blaster Master on it instead of calling it Robo Warrior for that one. Now, this is a real cool game. I checked it out right away when I got it and kind of enjoyed it right away. This is another one of those ones where you're dropping bombs, blowing up the area, and moving through it. Now, something to know that I didn't know at the start and actually had to look up after I'd cycled through the first level like 3 times, because you'll go through it and it'll just start over and you'll continue, is that you need to blow up everything. Blow up everything in sight. Just blow it all, blow up all the stuff you can find.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Sometimes blow up the walls. You'll find random paths into secret areas, and you need to find the chalice first. Once you find the chalice, you continue on through the level and you can find the key. The key will let you go to the next level. But if you don't find that chalice, if you're not blowing up everything, you might never find it, and then you won't be able to find that key and be able to continue on. But this is a really cool game. I really enjoyed this one. Robo Warrior is a really neat game, and it's pretty cheap. If you don't have Blaster Master or Bomberman, or you're just looking for something new and interesting, I would suggest this one. And again, between $7 and $9, can't really go wrong there, right? So Stephen Yarnell 9317 has suggested Adventures of Dino-Riki. This is one I'd never played before. Now, in the last video, we looked at King's Knight, which is going to be that vertical shoot 'em up. This one is the same. This one, you're a caveman, and you're just like cruising along. I put this one in, and I was really, really excited about it. It was a lot of fun. I was really enjoying it. I kept on picking up these little boots that made me go faster. I kept on getting weapons and upgrading my weapons. I started out like throwing rocks, and then I had like this stone axe. At one point I had a boomerang. I was shooting fireballs as a caveman at one point. And then I ran into the space where I had to like parkour some lily pads. I was all about it until I got there. That is really, really difficult. I'm sure a lot of people can make those lily pads. I couldn't make it to the first boss. I kept getting hung up on those darn lily pads. I'd jump and I'd miss it. I'd jump and I'd miss it. It's not like a side scroller where you can like target your aim. Like you can kind of get that aim. You're looking down and trying to jump on these lily pads, and then some of them disappear. If you could figure that out, I think this would be a really, really fun game. And this is coming from someone that really enjoys King's Knight, where you have to memorize where the stuff is so you can get all the objects. This was hard. This was really hard, but it was really fun. I think without those jumping lily pad sections, this would be a real cool game. Is it amazing? Not really, because of those lily pads. They really held me back. Is it really, really fun if you can get that figured out? I think this would be a blast. And Adventures of Dino-Riki, you can actually pick up between like $10 and $12. So another cheap one that you could figure out and you could have a lot of fun with. Joey69D suggests Xexyz. Now, Xexyz is a really interesting one as well. Thanks for that suggestion on this one. I thought it was really cool. I couldn't really figure it out at the start. And then I ran into one of the guys in one of the rooms that had to shoot these certain blocks. So if you do shoot the blocks, some of them will make it so you have like a secret entrance. Apparently there's like a lot of secret rooms in this one. There's a lot of stuff you can pick up. You do change weapons, you can buy new weapons, and then once you're through like that side-scrolling platform area and you beat that boss and you get the key, you get to the next level, it's like a fortress, and in that fortress you're like, it's like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. You're kind of going up and down and blasting stuff, and the boss in that is like that too. This is an interesting game where they tried to touch on a few different versions of these games. There's a couple of these where they did that. Robo Warrior was kind of the same. Now, this one I thought was really cool. I'm excited to play more of it, and I'm really interested in where I can make it in this one. I'm not sure how far I can get in this one, but we'll see. Now, Angry Calvin suggests Little Nemo, the Dream Master. To me, this one's not really like a hidden gem or anything, but it's a really, really cool game that you can pick up for cheap. This one you can get between like $13 and $18, and it is so much fun. This one was one that I always wanted as a kid, and when I finally got it as an adult, I was so excited to play it. I have a play video on it where I play like 5 minutes of it. If you want to take a look at a little bit more of it, check that video out. This is a really cool game. I love that you can ride some of the animals or kind of wear them as like a suit and do the different things. The gorilla is my favorite. I love the gorilla that you can ride. There's like a lizard you can ride. I think that's a really, really cool idea. This is a fun game. If you haven't ever played Little Nemo, the Dream Master, 100% check this one out. Hands down, this is one that I think everyone can enjoy. All right, so number 5 on this list, you saw it at the start, suggested by Mort's Garage, and maybe this is like a bit of a hint for you, the viewer, to maybe hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification, and see maybe what Mort might suggest in another video coming up that is one of these type of videos. So Mort's Garage suggested Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Now this is one that I had as a kid. And this is one that is super cool. It can be a little difficult sometimes. You like whip your hair, you're like headbanging, and that's your attack. This headbanging hair whip thing. This is an interesting game. This is really, really cool. There is some interesting like story behind this game that I'm not going to get into here, but this is a fun one. This one I enjoy. I had it as a kid. Loved every minute of it. This is a really, really cool game. And Kabuki Quantum Fighter, you can pick up between like $21 and $29. All these games you could obviously probably barter and get some cheaper deals, but Kabuki Quantum Fighter is one that you should play. If you haven't played it, Mort is completely correct. This is a really good game and a really good highlight for one of these videos. It's awesome. Check it out. And if you haven't checked out Mort's Garage, 100% go check out his channel. His editing is amazing. His videos are all really, really, really good. His storytelling is phenomenal. Mort's Garage is an amazing channel. You should 100% check out. And Mort's just an awesome guy all around. You'll really enjoy it. Go check out Mort's channel for sure. So there you go. That's 5 games suggested by you guys that honestly, I think I enjoy every single one of them. Dino-Riki, if I could learn to jump, if I wasn't just falling and then landing in the water, that'd be epic. I think it'd be a really cool game. That being said, go check out some of these games. If you can find them for cheap, get in there, check them out. I'm really excited to hear more suggestions from you guys. Tell me what you think in the comments. And the ones that I missed on this video from the last video, we'll catch them another time.